Usual guys out with additions of Marquise Simmons, Sua Cravens tore his meniscus the other day. He will have surgery in the morning, so he will obviously be out for a while. Demetrius Wright was out, and George Uku was out as well. And then Torrin Harris and Cyrus Hobby came out during practice with injuries. Marquise Lee was back, which obviously was good to see. We did some stuff today, basically the first hour of practice, and then we'll continue to add more to him as we go. I thought receivers had a really good day, made a lot of plays outside again, as they have been probably over the last four to five practices, which is good to see. The quarterbacks threw the ball well downfield. There's always another side to that, is we've got to do a better job in the back four of playing the deep ball and not giving up explosive plays, because we've come so far in the front seven. The game changed obviously really fast when you go up the deep ball, so that will be a big emphasis as we come back Saturday.
Will Cravens be back by the summer, or what's his?
4 to 6 weeks. Yeah, same surgery as Silas.
It's tough when any player gets injured, but is it especially stress when a kid like that who comes early gets injured?
Well, anytime something like that's happened, you just hope that it doesn't set back for a long time. And as you get the results back, George Farmer tore his ACL. He's out for the year. He's going to have to redshirt. Those are the ones you feel really bad for, guys that have battled back and are doing so well, and then something like that happens. The smaller injuries, you just hope they're not big. Once you realize they're small, obviously they're unfortunate, but we all know how important it is to be there in fall camp and to be healthy by then, like most of these guys will be back.
Sorry, Coach, I missed Sua's injury. What was that?
Meniscus tearing his knee. He's going to have surgery in the morning.
With George being out, obviously the three spot becomes more of a question. But does it put more of a onus on Nelson to continue to have that focus at the number 2 spot?
I don't think so. I think we have seen a great spring out of Nelson. Really has made plays every single day. Ended the game today by making a huge play, plus there was a pass interference on it. So Nelson's had a great spring. I really believe Nelson could have done similar things to what Marquise did his freshman year and Robert did his freshman year. He just didn't have the opportunity because those two kids were here. I think if he would have started like those guys did and have been our number 2 receiver like those guys were, I think he would have had the same type of numbers.
How about Farmer? I know he hasn't had a lot of opportunities, but it seemed like he was making a push. What do you think of the fact that he's not going to be able to capitalize?
Yeah, like I said, you feel really bad for the kid. Obviously, we don't like it from a production standpoint for our offense because he was doing so well, and he is so different than anybody on the team because, as we've said before, they don't make many guys that big that run that fast. But you really feel bad for him because every time it seems like something happens every time as he's starting to make a turn, and unfortunately this one's obviously very serious. Same time, really the same injury and the same time that Trey did a year ago, and you can see how he's still not on the way back.
If this were the season, would these injuries be impacting what we'd be doing, or is this just kind of average?
No, I don't think there's any way we could keep doing this if this was during this. I don't know how we'd play a game. There was 20 out today, 2 more came out, so that's 22 guys out, and I think 18 of those are scholarship players. And obviously with our reductions already, we would not be able to keep up this pace during the season. And we'll start fall camp this way, but I don't think we'll be able to end fall camp this way.
Do you think at the end of spring you might even evaluate how you start fall camp, or is that for sure they're going to start like this?
No, we're going to start this way. Anytime that you have a season like you did last year, you can't do the same thing, and so we can't as much as you want to, and it scares you. If we were to do that again and protect these guys and not practice physical as we are and come out and not play physical, the first part of the season, the only person to blame is me. So we've got to maintain this.
You mentioned Trey. Where is he in his progression?
Yeah, coming along well. He does all the stuff except for the contact stuff where he's running inside, and he'll be great by fall camp. We're excited about it. I believe for this fall, for the first time since we've been here, the tailback position will be where we want it to be, with depth and old guys, young guys, and guys that can catch, big guys, small guys. So that takes a while to get that to that point. And with the 2 guys we signed and the additions of Silas last year, I think we're finally there.
Are you looking to go into running back by committee if you have all those guys, or you want to stick with one guy?
I have no idea. I mean, that'll answer itself. If one guy's, we've always said we're gonna figure it out by how they play. Our year at Tennessee, for the most part, we played one guy because he was so much better at the time. Hardesty carried the ball a ton and sprinkled in Bryce Brown. But if guys are very similar, then we'll play 2-3 guys.
How do you shape up the third receiver spot right now in competition?
Well, obviously George is not involved in that anymore. Victor Blackwell has made a number of plays, which is good. By far, he's having his best camp that he's had. And Devon Flournoy's kind of been set back with a hand injury, but has made some plays as well. And we need to get Darius back out here.